Hello, Celestial Captains. This is Crimson, and you're watching some FTL. Now, we're picking up where we left off in Sector 7, but, well, we lost that other ship, the save data there, because we didn't close properly, and, frankly, I don't think that ship could have made it, so we made another one here, and I decided that I was going to put all the videos for that last ship up, just so you can see that sometimes FTL can really mess with you. They can give you a pretty bad run. I thought this run's looking too good, but we got our shields a lot earlier. Didn't have to deal too much. We have enough scrap. We have a weapon system capable of taking down the flagship, and we had the opportunity to get 3 reloaders. But I think I'm going to stick with stealth weapons, as they've been doing quite good by us. So we don't have our drone, but we have some scrap, and maybe we'll be able to find some new weapons. So we'll see how this goes. We have a nice crew going. You don't have time to hail the Zoltan sheep. They are a careful race. They ran, because they're scared. Those Zoltan made of energy, all scared of stuff. Two empty jumps in Sector 7? Okay, game. That's fine. I didn't want events anyway. Oh boy, ammunition. You spied 2 pirate ships lurking in the nebula here. They remain unaware of your presence. You're unable to get your scanners to... You are unable to get your scanners to at least identify their cargo. One is carrying their fuel supplies, the other the ammunition. They begin to drift away from each other in the storm. I will secure the ammunition, like I was saying. Alright, forgot how to read. You jet towards the pirate with the ammunition and engage. Hopefully you can leave the ship in one piece. Well, I doubt it from looking what they have, so let's see. Some ions that can layer on me and some beams that can do some damage. So I'm probably not going to need too much dodge, and my shields are going to end up going down. My dual laser and heavy laser should be enough to do damage. They also had a med bay in there. Since I have been boarding, I forgot to move my boarding crew there. So let's take a look at this ship. Cloaking, door control, it's not enough to block my movement in there at the moment, and that med bay. Pesky, pesky med bay. So I'll probably... It is a lot of crew to have to deal with, though. Let's do it with a shot at the weapons first, because that is staggered ion damage. Who wants to deal with that? So it looks like... Yeah, definitely gonna have to take that out. Let's cloak this. Just to be extra safe, and since we have all that power sitting around from shields being down anyway. And they have their own stealth, of course. Of course. Huh. Well, it looks like they're having more power management issues than I am. We'll see how this goes. Looks like we're doing fine on regeneration. Of course, our oxygen is down. Might be worth powering that in between my shields going down. There we go. And they brought up their 3rd shield because of that. Alright, so now we know how they're going to board. Oop, how they're going to deal with their power, rather, which makes boarding a much better option. I'm going to go ahead and cloak here. So my shields are completely down from that staggered ion. I'm going to take a pop shot off at that med bay, give me a chance to board. There we go. So, take out our O2. Hop on in. Oh, and a fire. That's not the best. Let's get out of the fire, at least. So, take another shot at that med bay to damage those guys. Deal nice and good. Keep that med bay down since the slug is granting us vision of these 2 rooms. I may have mentioned that before, but worth mentioning again. Oh, you cloaked in there, so I'm not even going to charge this, but I think I'm doing good. Oh, damn it. Well, I didn't get into the med bay soon enough, but FTL is delayed because you're on fire. Alright. So now we're going to wait till they either run out of there, burn to death, or just have nothing better to do in there. I don't even know why I bother pausing there. So wait for the fire. Oh. Probably worth pausing for the O2. That's a good idea. There we go. Wait till he puts out the fire so we can deal with him. They still have a guy on weapons. I don't know why he's sitting on weapons. Oh, their mantis was on weapons while I was boarding them. Thank you, game. Alright. So we got plenty supplies out of that. Can get our boarders over here healed up. Get ready to deal with hopefully not another ion storm. it was a little rough. How is our combat doing? Allison's maxed, so that means we can get Ryan in there. Start working on him. And, oh, I was sitting... Okay. Well, we can work on our slugs. So, put one more into that, just to be safe. No distress, huh? I'd like another store to find some more weapons on my drone, but I'll go for the distressed. Single life form. You find a man living alone in a cave. From the appearance of his wrecked ship, it seems he's been here for many years. He looks healthy, but his mental state is questionable. We have a slug crew member who isn't... Oh, there we go. Sir, allow me to assess his mental state. You bring the ship closer. The slug enters a trance-like state for 1 to 2 seconds, then quickly snaps out of it. He states, "This person is clearly unstable. It's best we leave them alone." Well, thank you, slug. You really tried to get me an extra crew, but it just didn't happen. It didn't. We've already got so many. We got the full eight-man crew, full of squishy humans. You arrive at an asteroid field and are greeted by a Zoltan guard. By attempting to access these closed mining fields, you are in violation of the Natural Mining Protection Act. Your weaponry will be confiscated for processing. You don't have time for this, but you do have time to brutally murder their Zoltan shield so you can board them even though they have midbay. Okay. So we're gonna have to power down our weapons and power up our breach 3. My options are throw it... Oh, by the way, I didn't have anything to worry about from their weapon system, even though they have the oh-so-powerful glaive beam there. Because I have plenty of dodge. You know, I'll even stealth now, because I have stealth weapons. Alright, got that breach in there, did damage to the shield, so now I can charge up that. And let's hop into their drones to see what they do. Hey guys, how's it going in drone control? Oh, I got glaive. Okay, take that down. Now I can get onto it. Oh, and your O2 is on. Oh, my god. Well, things are going quite sporadically all of a sudden. Well, they didn't fix that breach. My stealth's not going to come up, but they're probably not going to get another glaive shot off. Are they worth shooting? I mean, I'll sit here and let you burn. You are getting through to me, at least a little bit. I took more damage there than I should have, I won't lie about it. I was a little focused on other things. So, we got even more fuel there. So that was a little weird. They did quite a bit of damage to me. But it wasn't that much of a threat. That glaive beam did hurt. As you can see, the glaive beam does 3 damage, but has a really long recharge time. One of the things that in this run of the stealth ship, as opposed to that one of the quests we did got us an early glaive beam that we were able to sell and get money for. Which was quite good. So we got, like I said, we got more crew members than we know what to do with. If we were in a bit more danger of a situation rather than just losing a little bit to repairs, which was my own fault there, could have avoided it, saved a little scrap. But the asteroid field, drones, and a glaive beam, that was actually a pretty nasty ship to have to deal with, and 3 shields. And we found our store. Hello, store. What have you got for me? Nothing I need, thanks. Thanks, store. Drone recovery arm, huh? 8 drone parts, wouldn't even need it if I could grab it. I know I got a full repair coming up when I jump to the last stand, so I'm just gonna save my scrap for upgrades at the very least, since I'm not looking like I'm getting a good weapon. And another stealth system and 3 shields, okay. Power up our breach bomb. Luckily a breach bomb against this ship means that they're not going to be able to dodge anymore. So that'll be nice. Or repair anymore. I'm going crazy right now. And we can just stealth under that. I have no issues. Wait for our breach. Get their shields so they can't repair, and it's 3 shields, so... Oh boy. Well, that didn't go as well as I would have liked it to. Oh. Well... Really gotta assess my situation right now. Is there anything worth doing that I'm not doing? We'll get our slug in to speed up this repair. Oh, 4 people in there, why not? Got our cloaking up. So we can do that, at least. Get our weapons back up. Oh, it's a firebomb. Huh. They have a weird set of bombs on their ship. So let's get another attempt off at their weapons. Nope. We'll hit it with a breach, because we need those weapons to get down. And the breach will prevent it from repairing. So I gotta spread my breaches out. Quite a bit of damage to me there. I'm actually a little shocked that they accomplished that much with what they have. There we go. Oh. And the one thing I wanted to get down stayed up. Alright. Alright, we'll deal. We'll deal. And more misses. Oh, and they ran out of missiles. Oh, that's good. So I can just leisurely take my time here. Because they can't repair the systems I took down and they're out of missiles, so... It's nice of them to leave that powered up when they're out. Of course, then again, all the bombs, they could be ioning me. Might as well... I'll get their shields, then move on to that cloaking. There we go. Just spread the love. Oh, go fire. Get suffocated by their lack of oxygen on their ship. No! Well, I tried to take out their cloaking. Was expecting it to be that high level. Alright, so let's get everyone all healed up. I'll get this breach out of here. We don't need you, breach. Alright, now at least. Exploding, leaving behind more scrap for stores that aren't there. Hopefully we'll find another store. That would be nice. Would be really nice. So our ship's built with the 3 shields and 40% dodge that are really useful. I'll leave it at for getting the enemy flagship down. I usually like to go with at least that much. 4 shields and more dodge can help, depending on how much scrap you have and what your weapon system is looking like. Despite their precautions, pirates have begun to harass the local Zoltan settlements across the sector. One such pirate spots your ship and moves into attack. I can't read right now. So they got 4 shields and a medbay. My options are either breach the medbay and win through boarding against their double mantis, or breach their shields and try to keep it down. This is double heavy laser, so I do have to worry about that at least a little bit. Let's try to get in on the medbay. Alright, that'll give us a chance to board, and hopefully they'll repair. And wait till you hop in there so we can jump in with you and not deal with 2 mantis. And we're going to take a shot off on your weapons, and with 1 down we don't have to worry about it anymore. And we can take a pop shot off on your mantis who's repairing, because we don't want him to finish repairing. Boy, you guys are giving me a tough time with this one, huh? I think they're going to be able to kill at least you. Oh, and you guys are going to sit there and get shot. Thank you. Okay, we'll get them out of there since they're nice and low. And we might be able to clear them out with just our weapons alone. Hopefully we won't end up killing them. Or killing the ship while we're trying to board them. But we'll see. We'll see. Start up a fire there. Well, we'll go with that. Why not? You're trying to run away, are you? So as you notice, the combination of boarding and laser damage, we were able to take out that entire crew, well, without any of our own on it. It's a nifty little trick, especially if you have an anti-bio beam, fire beam, or fire bombs. Okay, not sightseeing here in this pretty space. Ah, there's another store. Hopefully we'll get a defense drone 1 and another weapon. That would be very good. Rebel ship hails. We do not fight a war to let a single Federation ship shatter our dreams of a better galaxy. He locks weapons. Okay, you're really trying to make me use my bombs, aren't you, game? Well, it's a repair drone. And we don't have any missile weapons, so we don't have to worry about you. Hopefully you're just a defense drone 1. I can be shooting down my lasers. And I missed. Fantastic. So I need to get their shields down first so I can start doing damage. The breach will help, but they have a repair drone, so that'll make it more difficult. And I'm just missing. Alright, ship. You're just gonna be that way? I'm not gonna waste any more bombs on you. I'm just going to the store. I don't want to deal with that 4 shields off of these weapons. Okay, Zoltan, what have you got? Heavy ion and a halberd beam. Huh. Well, it does 2 ion damage in 13 seconds for 2 power. I don't think I can use that right now. That's a real bummer. It's gonna make things pretty hard for me. No more shops. Well, I can't do anything with that. 2 ion damage, you say, in 13 seconds. Against 4 shields that'll let my lasers get through. Well, it could replace one of my lasers. Alright, I'll buy it for replacing one of the lasers. And before I get that online, well, I'll get it online now. Because I really gotta think about my setup going in here. Especially without a defense drone. Well, it's better than the other one, at least. I'll give it that much. Alright. How much more scrap can I squeeze out of you, Sector 7? Of course, there still is the option of getting another study. As if we haven't seen enough of those on stealth ships. Getting another shop in Sector 8. Oh, debris field that used to Zoltan Cruda. Unfortunately, ND escort, blah blah blah. Glaive beam! Wow. Alright. Okay. We'll see if my heavy ion can pay off here. Oh god. And it's a defense drone Mark II that can shoot down my lasers. That's not good for me. Well, I got the damage in there. We're just we're testing the heavy ion out right now. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be able to keep down shields. But I don't want to deal with that ship. Not with that defense drone Mark II. Not worth the scrap. I'll sell my drone parts because it doesn't look like I'm getting any drones, even though I bought the drone control. Gave me a system repair drone, which is no use to me. So, this whole thing... Oh no! I miscalculated! I lost out on one hole that I'll get back from a repair along the way. Alright. Well, you try to skirt around the edges of the battle and keep out of weapons range, but a Rogue Scout spots you and moves in. Ooh, you want to board me for a change? In the medbay. Well, since you have a medbay of your own, I'm gonna go ahead and let that fly. So, I'll just put 1 power into that for now. And fire the eye off. Make sure to dodge that missile when it comes out. Took out my drone control, oh no. And we missed. Go, heavy ion. So, as you can tell, it's a pretty nice weapon. Well, we got lots of fires on their ship, at least. Alright, we set our heavy ion to auto-fire on their weapons, because we wanted that down so much. Alright, my O2 got hit. Might as well repair that. Might as well. Then wait for our next ion shot to go off and try to get this med bag down again. You repaired it. There we go. So we're gonna duck under that missile and hop on board. That was a level 3 med bay. Well, looks like we're gonna have to fight this crew out. Don't get the laser killing this time. Alright, let's get that drone control repaired. Get you guys healed up. A little frustrating to not have drones for the final fight. It means I'm going to have to deal with boarding drones, but I have plenty of crew for it. So it shouldn't be that bad. I'm more worried about dealing with the breaches. Everyone's up tip-top shape. Alright, let's make our next jump with all this scrap. Oh, and you're taking over that repair station I was going to, huh? What a jerk! What a big old jerk. Oh, well, at least it's not 5 shields. Sensors indicate that rebels are setting up a forward jump beacon behind the nearby planet's moon. More importantly, a number of ships are passing by. Prepare for a fight. Double beam drone, yeah. Thanks for that. Alright, this might be worth a breach in the weapons. Well, let's calculate this. This does look like the same ion we're using. So if we get that out, we'll be fine. Or we could miss. Well, that's fine too. It's perfectly fine. And more misses. Okay. All right, that was actually a pretty good hit. Powered down most of the lasers here. The ion's going to keep stacking, but hopefully our dodge will come through for us. You can do it, dodge. I believe in you. I'll waste another bomb to get it there piloting down. If I can actually hit them and take them out. Would be nice to be able to do that. Well, I'll say it. Go ahead and dodge this. Just to be sure we don't take any more hull damage since we didn't get the repair we were looking for. Yeah, since I can't dodge, it's just waiting on the heavy ion. And we didn't power down theirs. That's fine. There we go, 2 hits. Definitely down. You beaming me, drones? Beaming me? No problem of mine. I just get to farm XP and keep down your shields. So you see the heavy ion keeps hitting the shields after all their shields are down to make sure they don't come back up. I'm sure one of my other ships had a heavy ion tactic that ended up working. And GG for auto assault ship. GG ship, good game. High five, man. You did your best. But I have to stare down this weapon system in the Rebel flagship. That's quite worrisome. And you want to jump there? Means I can get one more jump in before I pick a fight with you. A little bit more scrap. What have you got for me? Federation ships are scarce in this region of space despite a number of civilian spaceships. You see a small bomber squadron engage with some Federation scouts and quickly move in to assist. Man, English, it's so hard. It's so hard right now. Alright. So, this looks like dual laser, heavy laser 2, and basic laser. Combined with the anti-ship drone, it might be worth worrying about. Just want to make sure I dodge at some point. Probably just going to hit a breach on top of their piloting, because I don't want to deal with that. This is the breach 2, by the way. Yeah, you can read. Does 3 damage to systems and creates a whole breach. So it's quite a good thing to have. And we wait till shields are down to 1. We can't miss. So not too much to worry about. Except for the ion bomb and hitting the door controls. I mean, what am I going to do without my doors? It's so mean. If it did hit the weapons, I'd have a little bit to worry about. But with their shields down and that breach in their piloting so it can't repair, might as well just auto-fire this. Of course, that beam drone just beaming away the shield. So I'm already thinking about how I want to upgrade for the flagship. I want to get level 3 doors since I'm not going to be able to shoot down the boarding drone. The question is, do I want to spend all of this scrap on shields and engines? Because I think I can get both. It's nice to know I wasted that money on that drone control. Really thought I was going to be able to get that defense round 1. Exactly, it just wasn't meant to be. So we can get our shields up to 4. Get our dodge up to 48%. We didn't get our doors up to 3. But 2 should be able to do it, since we have so much crew. And yeah, alright, this is what we're going to be fighting that flagship with. So for the first phase, we'll get 2 out to handle the weapons and beaming. Or the beaming, the missiles, get those down quickly. They're going to start out with their good old cloak. Slug's going to hop on the missiles. And we're going to cloak their missiles when they fire. Come on. Don't have to cloak forever. We can set our heavy ion to auto fire. Just because we'll need that to build up eventually. You can save your cloak for just about the last second if you really time it well. We'll see how good our dodge actually does for us. Looks like with our 4 shields, it's not going to be too much of a problem having to deal with the ion damage on this part. Yeah, get the beams down. So they can do more damage than the ions. It's a little annoying, can't get my teleporter going. Can't even select it at all while you're waiting. Just gotta deal with it. Gotta be patient. Go, my weak little humans. One of you is max combat trained. You can take it out. I believe in you. They did quite a bit of damage there. Still a little bit to worry about right now. They can get the ion damage in on my shields and manage to do some laser damage there. So I just need to get one of these offline, and we want to do the ion damage, so we'll still have a crew member trapped in the weapons for the later phases, because this part of the ship over here is going to break off. And then we won't have to worry about taking damage as soon as we get this destroyed. We can start thinking about how we want to deal with the crew, and if we want to try to get them killed right away. It's not too difficult of a thing to do. I don't know. Well, that's not too good. Am I gonna lose a slug because I forgot to switch them around? 2v1 losing the slug? Oh no, they managed to hold out. Scaring me, slugs. You're scaring me. Put you 2v1 and you're gonna die. What's with that? So, I'm gonna need to get their med bay down, because it's 4-man, which means it's hard to board. And of course it's level 3. So I gotta really consider how I'm gonna do this board here. Because I'm going to need to get fire started to be best. Also makes things a little risky, those fires. But the door controls also means you can't run away, and they have more crew members than you're gonna be able to get on their ship, even with level 3 teleporter. And of course they have that cloaking that'll prevent you from boarding them or bringing your crew back. And they have those big old shields, which makes things difficult. Alright, so how do I want to go about this? Let's go with a breach in your door control. Well, we'd like to breach your door control, but you're not going to let us. So getting rid of this crew will slow down the repairs in the other phases. And of course prevent them from boarding you in phase 3, since they won't have any crew to board you with. And since I'm relying on my breach bomb, it definitely would be beneficial to get the crew out of there. So that 3 system damage is going to take it down completely. And I can just hop all over the ship, or where I want, or wherever I want. Now here's going to be the tricky part. They're getting into their mid bay, so I gotta start running a few hoops. There we are. So they gotta fix their hull breach first. Oh boy. 4 people in there. It's going okay. Wanna stop their repairing with this micro I'm doing, so it will still lose all of its oxygen. Yeah, I wanna create another breach in there. Then I can get more people on that ship. And have my own 4-man boarding action. Alright. So you can get out of there. You can take a spot, and you can move into the empty spot. So still want to keep up those breaches in there. Oop. Yep, he's going to run up there. We're going to throw another breach in there just to be safe. And it looks like we're going to be able to handle this crew no problem. Okay, we'll send our healthy humans over there to finish them off. Oh, they managed to get their doors back online. Those jerks. Those jerks. Well, hopefully they'll get in there before he manages to repair it. Looks like he'll get the breach taken care of. Come on. Come out of your nice med bay, little guy. Fine. Fine, die. Die if you want that so badly. Just to be extra safe here, move these guys around. Can't do that in the doorless rooms, unfortunately. Now, we still have crew around here. Don't need to go walking into a breach. So we get to take a long walk around this one. And we'll just head straight for their shields, and then we can go into their piloting from there. And then we won't have anything to worry about except for the cloaking, which will be what we shoot since we won't be shooting at the shields or piloting anymore. But the shields have 8 system power, so it's going to take quite a while to destroy. So we're going to send 1 slug in there piloting to work it down. But overall it was a pretty good first phase of the flagship. Killed all the crew and didn't take any damage for it. So now thinking about phase 2, it's really where do you want to use your cloaking? Do you want to use it for the first missile shots, or do you want to save it for when they get all their drones out? Okay, there we managed to get their shields down with the 3 over the DPS of the 1, but to be fair, he had to get through the doors. So no shame there. So now we can just take out their cloaking. Alright. So, get everybody healed up. And start thinking about phase 2. Boarding drones and just regular drones. Where are we going to want our breach? That's the question we got to be asking. Still got to be worried about the boarding drones, but we have 2 crew members to handle that. And we don't have to worry about the ion weapon anymore. But we want to get on board their missiles right away with our slugs. Well, we'll send the humans on that actually. And just auto-fire to victory. So to take down those missiles quick, and depending on where that boarding drone lands, it would be really great if he did systemless rooms, because while he's in there he does a breach, then you'll have to deal with the breach and the drone. Can't deal with one then the other. Unless he leaves the room, which would be awfully kind of him. He only works in systemless rooms because he usually likes to sit around in whatever room he lands in and just beat it up. But suffocating and fighting at the same time, and those boarding drones got a lot of health. It's usually best to have a defense drone to shoot them down, but we didn't get one, fortunately. And we didn't get enough scrap to power up our doors to level 3. That's fine though. Let's see, I'll go with teleporter level 2. Yeah. Well, I'll save that for later. Or not even use it, probably. That's much more likely. Just waste some scrap here. Alright. So, considerable drones. So, first thing you do, get on their missiles. We'll set our heavy ion to auto-fire on the shields. And we'll land a breach onto their drones. Hopefully they won't dodge too much. Alright, he boarded a systemless room. Our doors are going to hold him back, and he's going to walk into my slugs. So that's fine by me. Alright, so we managed to get down the beam drone there. That's good. Looks like don't have to worry about the missiles anymore. Or the piloting. Alright. Pretty successful phase. And of course, taking those drones down, not only did it get the combat drone down, but also got that boarding drone down. So he's just going to sit there. And all we got to worry about now is this over here that we can shoot with our lasers. And just cloak the drones. There we go. Didn't even have to do a second boarding. And throw our cloaking out here. Nothing to worry about this phase. Luckily we had plenty of dodge and we got out of that missile barrage. And we're golden. This breach bomb too is pretty useful, especially for only being 2 power. But it can be dangerous. But it's one of the best bombs out there. I personally prefer ion bomb myself. That 4 ion damage. It's really great. Really, really great. Shut down 2 shields, so I can just pretty much take a weapon system offline right away. 3 damage to systems and a breach. Pretty useful as well. Stealth weapons helping a little bit since we've got this ion to spam. And we're not even gonna fix that breach. I'm just gonna leave it. Alright, what else do I gotta look at? Actually, level 2, why not? Could have powered up, get some more power for teleporter, but we don't need it. We don't want power here. We want empty systems is what we're after. So phase 3, nothing to worry about, just the first missile barrage. Surviving that, that's tricky. And then of course they're gonna do their super secret tactic of the missile damage. This 9 laser barrage, but with 4 shields and all this dodge. The missiles. God, I can talk it all right now. We're more of a threat. Although that's not good. Well, we got a fire to put out, weapons to get back online, teleporter, and the engine's the big concern right now. Because the breach. But it looks like our NG's gonna repair nice and quick. And make us have nothing to worry about. Alright, get our crew back and just enjoy. Dodge that. Don't have to waste any time because of stealth weapons and just power up med bay. Let's get these guys healed up. Don't want my people damaged. That'd be bad. When you're up, let's power up that oxygen we powered. Don't need outreach 2. Let's get that teleporter that we're not going to use powered up. Oh. Throw a breach in there. Why not? So it looks like we're not going to have any issues here. And this is going to be a stealth A run. That, as you saw, can go very badly complete. But either way, the stealth ship is possible to do these runs with even with shitty weapons and no defense drones. Entirely possible. Despite the game's attempts to make it bad for you, like throwing the worst possible odd ships that you could have at you. Alright, there we go. Stealth Ship A, enemy flagship. So I'm gonna end this here. Thank you so much for watching. And my hat is off to you.